Right back to you. This morning, we're waking up to news that now the regulator, that is the Betting Control and Licensing Board, wants Safaricom to stop or not to continue giving services, that is USSD and M-Pesa accounts of the 27 betting firms whose licenses were not renewed. Now, these betting firms are in a limbo in the country given the fact that some of them had money inside these accounts. Now, this is exactly what we're going to watch more and more, and some of you have been betting are going to realize that some of the services that you've been getting therefore from your betting firms are not going to be available. Now, betting has been an issue that we have followed here on Business AM for quite some time now, and these stories have ever been developing. Think about it. A lot of issues really around this area this morning as well. We're also talking about betting. We do have news that the High Court actually did suspend the Betting and Control Licenses Board attempt to cancel the license for betting. Now, if you're a customer of betting, then you can pretty much continue to enjoy your services around this area. Now, what are we talking about this morning? We shall be looking at some of these issues under the Metropole Review, but this morning, we do know that just the other day, the government did table the budget, that is by Secretary for Treasury Henry Rotich. Now, everybody knows that the government has 3 good years to go, but in terms of budgeting, they do have only 2 cycles to go. Now, the government runs deeply on the Big 4 agenda, and you do know about it. If you don't know about it, then we're going to talk deeper into it this morning as we ask the question, do you like the amount of taxes that your county governments are throwing to you, and has a devolution really helped your business, and in what way has it not really helped your business? Now, for those who know, this morning we are going to analyze something that Henry Rotich said when he was tabling the budget, that they're not going to release new funds for any stalled project in the country. Now, we do know as of February, we did have a lot of stalled projects, but of note, let's talk about the stalled projects under the Big 4 agenda. Let's go straight into it, therefore. All right, now, this graph pretty much shows us the stalled projects under the Big 4 agenda. But now we're going to analyze the ones that we already have in terms of billions. And this one is about water sanitation, and that really touches on agriculture as well, under the availability of water, and also in terms of health, isn't it? Now, under that, we have spent 9.6 billion shillings. Now, the amount of money required, therefore, to actually unlock these projects is 15 billion shillings. How much is spending out of these stalled projects we do have under water and sanitation? We need 5.4 billion shillings to complete this project. Question is this money available? Because these were budgeted for, and if that money is not there, where are we going to get it from? Let's cross over therefore and talk about lands. Now, we're talking about lands this morning because of the affordable housing, and we're talking about that because all these firms that are going to help the government also come up with affordable housing in partnership. I will talk about partnerships as well, because we do know the government is calling for private firms as well to come in and help them push for the affordable housing. Now, under lands, we've actually spent 3.4 billion shillings. Now, how much is pending? That is 2.5 billion shillings. Now, cumulatively under this, we require, now this is what we're exactly talking about, 5.9 billion shillings to unlock some of the projects under lands that have stalled. All right. Another key issue now that we're talking about here is irrigation, and we're putting it in green because, yes, this is under agriculture, food security. How much money do we require, therefore, to unlock the stalled projects? Let's go into it. We require 5.4 billion shillings. Now, that's exactly what we require here. But if you see what is pending, we need 4.1 billion shillings, and we've already only just spent 1.3 billion shillings. So if you look at the amount of money that we have already spent and consider that to the ones that is spending, let's look at that. You see, in irrigation, the amount of money that is spending versus the amount of money that we spent, then you see that this is actually on a larger level, because now we have more that is spending than the one that we have spent. Let's cross over and look at water and sanitation. If you look at the amount of money that has been spent, it's actually larger than the amount of money that is pending. Let's talk about lands. The amount of money that is spending, we could call it second to the amount of money that we need. Good. That is the outlook. Even as the government continues to say that we're not going to release more funds into the stalled projects, we have to ask ourselves the question, how much money is needed and where is this money going to come from? All right. This is exactly what we continue to look at on Business AM as we analyze the performance of the economy and also put it into proper perspective, because all this money that we're talking about comes from your pocket. Good. This morning, Business AM already starts. Good morning, Richie. Good morning, Tabitha. Good morning, everybody who's made this a success already. What we know is that we are ready to get the ball rolling here on Business AM. Let's take a couple of minutes and look at exactly what we have on our news briefs this morning. Employees in the agriculture and manufacturing sectors are among the least paid, despite the two sectors being among the top contributors to the country's gross domestic product. According to an analysis by IECA Lion Asset Management, the financial services and energy sectors are the sectors that offer the highest pay in the country, with the average annual pay per employee in both sectors crossing the 1 million shillings mark. Victoria Munga reports this morning.
Agriculture is Kenya's economic mainstay, contributing slightly over a quarter of Kenya's domestic product. This sector is also said to employ at least 40% of the country's population and more than 70% of Kenya's rural population. But now an analysis by ICA Lion Asset Management shows that the workers in this sector are the lowest paid, a situation that has been blamed on its reliance on low-skilled labor.
There are very many skilled staff that are lacking, because the training institutions that would have trained these very young people in those very specific skills, even for instance carpentry, there are a lot of things that go. For instance, if you look at this building, for instance, and all the components that have been put together, all those are things that require skills. But for instance, as a country, we have been more obsessed with a university degree.
Structural challenges such as lack of value addition, the high cost of energy, and weak access to markets have been cited among the setbacks facing the agriculture sector, despite its high potential to offer meaningful employment. ICA Lion's Head of Management and Research, Jude Murigi, says that some of Kenya's agricultural policies are not yet right for the sector.
From a job creation perspective, we observe that the education, construction, information and communication and health sectors have led job creation over the last economic cycle. They've created jobs at a higher rate than the overall economy. In contrast to the agriculture, manufacturing, trade and real estate sectors, which have lagged in terms of job growth and have created jobs at a slower rate than the rest of the economy.
Turning to the manufacturing sector, the report shows that employees also receive lower wages despite the government's effort to boost the sector's performance. Other sectors that face low wages include education, trade, public administration and health, where the sector's wage increments have lagged behind the country's average inflation rate over the last 5 years. On the flip side, the employees in the financial sector were among the highest paid owing to their specialty skills, which include the use of technology. On the gender distribution, the research found that the proportion of women in the informal sector declined notably in the last 5 years but began to recover in 2018. The average annual increase in public sector wages since 2013 stood at 5.5% between 2013 and 2018. Victoria Amunga for Metropole TV.
Meanwhile, the government, in partnership with the World Bank, have today successfully launched the Mbele na Biz Business Plan Competition. The national competition will accept applications from the new and existing youth-led enterprises from all the 47 counties. The winners will get grant funding and or business plan training. Applying youth need to be between 18 and 35 years old with Form 4 and above level of education. Speaking at the launch event, Peter Munya, the Cabinet Secretary for Industrialization, Trade and Cooperatives, said the initiative will go a long way toward supporting Kenyan youth into achieving self-sustainability and creating more jobs for their fellow youth. The World Bank Country Director for Kenya, Rwanda, Somalia and Uganda, Carlos Felipe Jaramillo, added that the main objective of the Mbele na Bees is to create employment in the country by investing in youth and young people.
Looking at the challenges of Africa, we have a population that is extremely, biggest population is young people. And therefore, whatever we do to make sure that these young people are able to be prepared to participate in the economy, to get jobs, to build bases for their livelihoods, that determines the future of our country and the future of Africa. And therefore, focusing on young people is extremely important.
Mbele na Bees does not target youth unemployment directly. It does it through young entrepreneurs who have a business idea or an existing business to support them with a large business grant. And the ultimate objective of the project is to create more employment for youth.
The Mbele na Bees business plan competition is yet another means through the government that the government is seeking to alleviate unemployment among the youth. Andre Roganga sat down with Abla Safar, the project lead for the Kenya Youth Entrepreneurship and Opportunities Project at the World Bank, to find out if entrepreneurship is the silver bullet that will solve Kenya's unemployment crisis once and for all. Let's take a look at that.
Today at the Villa Rosa Kempinski, a successful launch of the Mbele na Bees competition, which is a competition where young Kenyans get to submit their business plans in order for them to be vetted and grants to be given out, has been done. And right about now, we want to speak to a good lady named Abla Safir, who is a senior economist with the World Bank, just to get an insight of what Mbele na Bees competition is about, and is entrepreneurship the silver bullet to unemployment in Kenya. Thank you very much for making time. What necessitated you guys to come on board and support the Mbele na Bees initiative or competition?
I think everyone recognizes that youth employment is a huge challenge in Kenya and even throughout the continent. A key constraint to growing businesses is financial constraint, is the lack of funding. So recognizing this and recognizing that job creation is key, and that supporting promising young entrepreneurs who have promising business ideas. They can have an existing business, but they can also have a new business idea, but again, that has high impact potential. It would be extremely important to support that in order to help achieve the ultimate goal of providing employment for young Kenyans.
What is different about this? Because not very much results are always yielded at the end.
Key features of Mbele na Bees is this fact of having sort of two different amounts, one of 900,000 shillings and one of 3.6 million shillings. The idea there is to see, okay, how much do businesses need? Is giving them, can they do just pretty well with 900,000, or do they actually need the 3.6 million to be able to progress?
And the Kenyan sector, unemployment continues to be a key challenge. So how would you say you'd advise the Kenyan government to go ahead in dealing with this in terms of tact and strategy?
In general, for job creation, you need a good business environment. You need growth. You need to stimulate growth, but you need for this growth to sort of trickle down, including to youth, some of them vulnerable, to women. You do need additional measures to support them.
Thank you.
Kenyans accusing county governments of imposing too many taxes and levies. This is according to a survey conducted by Ipsos for the Kenya Alliance of Residents and Associations across 5 counties. Rosemary Kenyanjui reports.
5 counties, namely Mombasa, Uasin Gishu, Nakuru, Kisumu and Nairobi, were the focus of a survey conducted by Ipsos for the Kenya Alliance of Residents Association, KARA, to assess the devolved unit's ability to provide services to citizens. With regard to revenue generation at the county level, 57% of respondents say there are too many taxes and levies that counties have introduced as a means of generating revenue within their counties. Uasin Gishu County had the highest proportion of respondents concerned about too many taxes at 67%, and Kisumu County had the lowest at 46%. In addition, 80% of the respondents noted that since the introduction of devolution, taxes have gone up.
The people feel that the tax level has increased and yet the level of services is decreasing. So it means that we are collecting more revenue at the county level, but then we are not seeing a corresponding impact in terms of service delivery. So we need to harmonize that, and we need to ask ourselves, why are we not applying taxes in a way that will satisfy the citizens? Is it that people are getting those taxes, maybe they're misusing the taxes, or there is corruption, or what it is?
Subsequently, 59% of the respondents contend that their well-being has degenerated under devolution, with Nakuru topping the list of dissatisfied residents at 65%. 36% say devolution has led to increased corruption in the counties.
When you ask them, they say their higher tax is fine. However, on the other hand, the economic well-being has deteriorated. And when you look at what they're speaking about, the economic well-being has deteriorated, is that the county government have not done much in terms of creating and developing trade opportunities within the counties which can earn income for them.
Nonetheless, the report indicates that the public is still optimistic that devolution is the right way to go. 49% of the respondents are satisfied with the performance of their counties, with Kisumu County having the highest approval rating at 60%.
And the reason that they support devolution is that it has brought services closer to them, and it has brought opportunities for them down at the different counties.
The release of the report comes at a time when a tussle is still ongoing in Parliament over the Division of Revenue Bill, which is the law that sets the allocation to counties from the national revenues. For Metroport TV, I am Rosemary Kinyanjui.
On to the sports arena, the Eldoret Half Marathon has received 12 million shillings worth of sponsorship support from the Family Group Foundation. Now, the check was presented by the Family Bank CEO designate Rebecca Mbivi to Athletics Kenya President Lieutenant General retired Jackson Tuwei at a hotel in Nairobi. The marathon, which in its 13th year, will be held on Sunday, October 6th, 2019 in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County. Some of the sponsors of this year's edition of the marathon include Dakio Plantations, Kenya Orient Insurance, Kenya Orient Life Assurance, and Alpha Africa Asset Managers. Now, the race will feature 3 categories, namely the 21 kilometers race for both men and women and a 5 kilometers family fun race. The winners of the men's and women's 21 kilometers race will bag 350,000 shillings, 250,000 shillings, and 150,000 shillings for the first, second, and third positions, respectively, which marks an increase of 100,000 shillings in each prize money for all the winners.
Partners, the bank, we still have Godfrey Kamau,
Kenya Orient Life, Dakio Plantations, and Alpha.
PowerPoint presentation. Just take. Okay, thank you very much. Kaki, you can join them. Please join them.
This marathon has offered a platform to launch elites in Kenya and to allow them to launch their career.
Those who think that they can still continue using band and performance enhance drugs and substances and so forth, they are not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere because all the systems are in place. We keep on improving those systems, and you will be found, whichever way you look at it.
Uncertainty about trade frictions and global growth continues to weigh on the U.S. economic outlook. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said Wednesday, keeping the door open to an interest rate cut this month. In his highly anticipated testimony to Congress, Powell said many central bankers believed the case for lower rates had strengthened last month given the rising cross currents in the economy. Now, Powell was not explicit, but in his prepared statement to the House Financial Services Committee, he noted that the Fed in June announced it will, quote, "could act as appropriate to sustain the expansion after rising the key borrowing rate 9 times since 2015 as the economy expanded most recently in December. The Fed last month opened the door to a rate cut amid signs of slowing, and Powell said that in the weeks since June policy meeting, it appears that uncertainties around trade tensions and concerns about the strength of the global economy continue to weigh on the U.S. economic outlook. At the same time, price measures watched closely by the Fed continue to run well below its 2% target. Powell has brushed off Trump's attacks, but in his testimony, he noted that Congress had granted the central bank an important degree of independence to conduct policy based on objective analysis and data. In the wake of Trump's aggressive trade policies, especially with China, Powell said businesses and farmers report heightened concerns about the U.S. economy. Meanwhile, disappointing growth in China and Europe raised fears a weak global economy could impact U.S. growth, which contributed to slowing businesses' investment and waning confidence, he said. Although the U.S. economy expanded by solely 3.1% in the first 3 months of the year, the Fed chief said that growth had based on factors like exports that are not generally reliable indicators of ongoing momentum. The Fed still believes that the U.S. economy will post solid growth as labor markets remain healthy, but Powell pointed to other domestic concerns that need to be addressed, including high and rising federal debt. In addition, he said, quote, the relative stagnation of middle and lower incomes and low levels of upward mobility for lower income families are also ongoing concerns. And of course, now the Fed chief is required to testify before Congress twice a year, and Powell will respond to questions from legislators before appearing Thursday before the Senate Banking Committee. Good morning. I'm saying that because that marks the end of our business briefs this morning, and originally now that means that we are going into the business for the day. All right. I mean, some of the issues that we're going to cover today on the Metropole Review are issues of entrepreneurship in the country, especially the Mbele na Biz competition that is supposed to offer 3.6 million youth-owned businesses, which marks the question. We run this from time to time. We talk about youth employment in the country, but what are the biggest challenges to youth employment in the country, and what are the biggest challenges to youth businesses in the country? We're going to travel straight back to a World Bank report that gave us the top 5 challenges that are facing youth businesses in the country. And so we want to ask the question, is capital availability really the biggest challenge facing youth businesses in the country that makes, funds from the Mbele na Biz competition better? Or should we question that? Another thing that we're going to look at this morning is, has devolution helped you in terms of running your businesses and also grow personally? What crazy or what weird or what uncomfortable taxes are getting thrown in your side? Wait for it. There's some counties in Kenya right now that will charge you 2 shillings to slaughter a chicken. I was telling that to Stephanie once this morning. She didn't believe me. Kakamega, yes. All right. And since I know Stephanie likes taking selfies, there are some counties that are just close to us that will cost you 100 shillings to take a selfie. So now, if Stephanie, who takes 100 selfies before she picks one, that will be 10,000 shillings. Steph, good morning.
Good morning, Simba.
Do you know that some counties will charge you for a picture?
I'm still shocked.
You're still shocked, isn't it?
Shocked.
What if they took your phone? Because I know how you take your pictures. Every time I take one picture, you always question my integrity.
Yeah.
Like, how can you take one picture?
You can't take one picture. You can't.
Well, it might cost you 10,000 shillings to take a selfie somewhere.
Then we're not going there. I'm not going there.
Are you sure? But you know which county that is?
Machakos?
Justin Makueni. It might cost
and
you.
I was planning to go.
No, please don't go there.
I won't. I'm not going.
Please don't go there, because I don't want to get a phone call that Stephanie was arrested because at that moment was taking a selfie. She couldn't believe that she was charged 10,000 shillings. Because I know for you, a full day probably in Makueni, especially if you go to the good places, you might take almost 100 pictures, isn't it?
Yeah,
just to pick 2 or 3.
I'm sure. I'm sure. So I'm not going there.
What is that, Richie? Yeah, I mean, they have, that's exactly what Rich is asking. How would they know that you're taking a selfie?
Yeah, like,
but ask your question
me?
though. In Nairobi, we have these traffic marshals and county officials. Don't you think that if you place one in every street, they'll see you taking a picture?
Nah.
They will see you taking a picture. Or chances are that they might get even 50 people taking a picture in the CBD, isn't it? Because they're not going for everybody, I would like to say, because implementation is the one that we're talking about here. They might not get everybody, but they might get a couple, isn't it? And that's what they want, because they can get 50 of 10,000 bob. That's a lot of money by the end of the day, isn't it?
It's a lot of money.
And how would they know that I've slaughtered a chicken if I'm running a business? What if I slaughter before they come? What if I slaughter at night? You know, those are the things that we're talking about.
It doesn't make sense.
Do you know how much it costs you to sell a shoe in Makuyu?
How much?
50 shillings. And for lady shoes, what is the cheapest price for lady shoe? I'm talking about the Mitumba ones.
150.
150.
Also 100.
Also 100. Also sometimes 50. Stephanie, stop running away from
50.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I really doubt it.
Especially at night.
100 is the 100 is the lowest.
I don't think so. 50 shillings.
100 is
especially in Ngara. If you go there, you can get a shoe for 50 shillings.
Is the most expensive.
At night is way cheap. Somebody told me just go there at night.
The CBD is way cheaper.
Somebody told me
at night.
So I've seen ladies buy heels for 50 shillings. It's true, Stephanie. What are you trying to protect this morning?
No,
because I know yours don't cost 50. Because I know yours don't cost 50 shillings.
They don't.
I'm telling you. I know people bought them for 50
shillings.
It's not.
What's the profit there?
What's the profit? They get them for 30 shillings, 20 shillings. In Gikomba, ladies should go for 30 shillings. Stephanie, have you shopped at Gikomba?
Yes.
Do you even know where Gikomba is?
I do shop there.
No, I'm doubting that for this morning.
Please. I do.
Yes. But some of them go for 30 shillings.
But
those are the ones that you're going to sell for 50 shillings in the CBD at night.
Gosh.
So what if they come for that 50 shillings?
I really doubt it. Probably the 30 shillings or 50 shillings you're talking about is when you buy a bell.
A bell?
Yeah.
Or you buy so many of them?
You buy so many of them. That's when you probably,
now.
if you calculate all the shoes, maybe it will amount to that price of, I don't know. That's my thing.
Anyway, but it's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting.
Anyway, let's just cross over to the roads. And I'm getting told that this morning we have Kisumu. Is it true?
It's true, but it's true.
It's true?
I don't know if we have Kisumu, but it's true.
Anyway, I saw a billboard in Kisumu, so that means we really need to talk to the Kisumu people this morning. All right, you are watching us from Kisumu this morning. We shall be giving you traffic updates. Good morning. You can get us on YouTube Live, or you can pretty much go straight to your TV and watch us this morning, or you can talk to us this morning on a hashtag BusinessM or at Metropole TV KE. The lakeside Kisumu. Hope you're not taking fish for breakfast. I was told that they can actually take fish for breakfast, isn't it?
People do.
It's really.
People take fish for breakfast, which is so weird.
I mean, we're gonna ask Sharon this morning to see whether actually people take fish for breakfast. Good. Can we cross over there for a look at the roads this morning?
Yes. Today is 7:09. Yeah, so I expect a bit of traffic. We're quite late. So the junction Mount Ngong Road, there's a bit of traffic, not so much.
Yes.
But there's a bit of traffic. Mbagathi Way, it's very clear, but there's something happening here. Then you head on to Kenyatta National Hospital. Getting to the roundabout, a bit of traffic, not that much.
Yes.
Langata Road from Langata Cemetery all the way to Wilson Airport. Usually this place till here is very clear.
It's very
but
clear,
today,
but this morning
yes,
it's a bit dense.
It is a bit dense, yes.
I think from here, that's when you go into the barracks, Langata Barracks and all that, isn't it? I think the Langata Barracks will be found in between here.
No, that's you're going in there.
Okay.
As you're going to the CBD.
Oh, the CBD.
Yes. So this is... By the way, what roundabout is this? This is the T-Mall roundabout, yes.
I see what that is.
Yes. Then we go, then we connect to Nyayo Stadium.
Yes.
Still traffic.
Still a lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic on Mombasa Road. Pretty much. It's actually really, really chaotic around that area. But Southern Bypass, clear. Then Imara Daima, here we go. Imara Daima is actually not
so bad. Not so bad this morning.
Because traffic starting all, like, it's just a bit of traffic in some sections. Not
yes.
The whole from Syokimau Railway, no. Actually, there's a bit of traffic.
Do you know, it took me today in the morning exactly 11 minutes for me to get from the house to work. Because I got a very interesting driver. I told them, can we test the top speed of your car this morning?
Oh, you...
And I'm not reporting myself.
Public means what?
No, it was a cab.
Okay.
I'm not reporting myself that we were over speeding on the road.
But here we are.
But here we are. We moved at around 110 and 80 because at around 4:30, 4:45, the road is pretty clear. Took us 11 minutes. I was so happy.
It was nice.
Yeah, I listened to only one song and then I was there.
And a song is 3 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Quite interesting.
Interesting. I think I'll be driving like that every day in the morning.
Yeah, you don't have
120,
a car. You don't have a car.
120. 120 is good. All right, let's cross
Reality
over.
check, reality check.
Yeah.
Simba, you need to work hard, eh?
I'm really working.
You really do. You really
Let's
do.
hope that our managers are listening, isn't it? Okay. Let's cross over.
Thika Road, traffic is starting from Garden City Mall all the way to...
It happens like this every single day.
time, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I think today it started from Garden City Mall.
Yeah, this is
as expected, isn't it? That's way back.
It is way
back. All right.
back.
Ooh, look at those
This
spots
is
of traffic
also-
along
yes,
Thika
yes,
Road.
yes.
I don't think that's really good.
It's not good.
But it gives you a break
does.
from
Survey,
driving, isn't
yes,
it?
yes,
All the way to
Madarani.
Pangani, isn't
Yes.
it? That's why it starts again.
It starts again, yes. I think it's because of this connecting roads.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of traffic that comes from Pangani area, and people normally take shortcuts and also approach the traffic from
and
that
probably
direction.
you're in the wrong lane. You're going to you're supposed to go straight, but you're on this other lane,
And
then
you
you're
want
trying
turn.
to get to this other lane. You see,
something that I really say that is really not good for Kenyan drivers.
It's not
Even
like,
on the roundabout. And funny enough is that our police, they won't arrest you for that. Do you know that? When I went to driving school, I was told, look, you approach the roundabout like this. If you're going to turn, make a complete turn, then you need to be the innermost lane. Well, it pretty much means this somebody is just going to make a turn, like the double turn.
Yeah.
If you're going to approach the other side of the road, you need to be on the second lane. Okay?
Yeah.
Then, if you're not going to do that, you need to be on the outermost lane. Now, you have people on the innermost lane who want to make a left turn on the roundabout. And the police are just there and they do nothing. They do nothing.
Yeah. And then you wonder.
That's what makes me angry.
It does.
Yes. It makes me angry.
Me too, it does.
What's wrong with you?
Does. And the fact, and what makes me way, how can I say this?
Yeah.
Way.
I'm waiting for you to get the superlative for that. Yeah.
There's no. There's no. It will sound wrong.
Yeah.
What gets me mad,
Yeah.
What gets me mad is when people are changing lanes and they don't indicate.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. That's another thing. And then there are people who jump. I saw that today in the morning. Let me just give anybody an advisory in Nairobi. Let me tell you how drivers in Nairobi drive in the morning. They close their eyes because they know pretty much the only thing that I have to watch are the lights in front of me. People in Nairobi, yeah, that came out, isn't it? People in Nairobi or drivers, okay, they only drive. Yeah, you guys are laughing. That's fine. They only they only drive using the lights of the car in front of them. They don't expect anything in between. So if that guy brakes, I'm going to brake. If that guy makes a turn, I'm going to make that turn.
True.
So now it's very possible for you to get run down or knocked down by a car because this driver here expects nothing in between them and the next car. So please, here's the thing. Use the bridges. Cross at the pedestrian crossing points if you love your life. That's the only thing I say. And that's one rule I never break. I will never cross at any point that I'm not allowed to cross the road.
Yeah.
That's it. Because you don't expect somebody to take care of your life when you don't take care of your life.
True.
I mean, sometimes we blame the motorists, but in real sense, the pedestrians are supposed to be blamed, isn't it?
True.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
Yes. Because in last year, we lost 453 lives. But if you look at that number, pedestrians also accounting for a bigger percentage, which means somebody must have been on the wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so this is Kisumu. I don't know where this is.
All right, this is Shaurimoyo Estate. I know where that is.
Where-
I think we should be talking to Todd. Todd, can you tell us where this is? If you don't know where that is, then we should be laughing at you.
What's that
All
town?
right, Kondele. Yeah, been to Kondele, actually. Where is Dunga Beach from here? Can you see Dunga Beach?
I can see
Yeah.
there's a car.
Yeah. All right. Can you zoom it in a bit so that we see where that is? Okay. Makasembo Road. Good. Now we have that. New Victoria. Let's talk about the Aga Khan Hospital, Kisumu. All right.
So that's a good thing.
For those, hey, look at Kisumu. Kisumu looks beautiful this morning. I mean, there's no traffic,
It does.
isn't it?
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
probably not in the town, in the CBD.
Yes. I think, can you zoom it in further so we get more roads? Ah, beautiful. Are we there? Look at that. I mean, if you look at the way the roads look in Kisumu, so if you're at National Oil Corporation, things are really good. I don't see any red in Kisumu.
Yeah.
I think we should take Nairobi to Kisumu and then we bring Kisumu to Nairobi. Isn't it? I think this would be really good, isn't it?
Right?
Kisumu is the third largest city of the country, isn't it? And when we talk about it being like this, then I think we should be moving to Kisumu. Stephanie, think about it.
We're packing our bags.
Huh?
We're going.
Isn't it? We can open a business office in Kisumu and
Yes.
give them that through
We
live
should.
view.
We should.
Now, since we're on YouTube, we can just do it from Kisumu and that's it, isn't it?
We're good.
Yeah, enjoying fish in the morning and the cool breeze of Lake Victoria.
Yes.
I've swum in Lake Victoria thrice. Let me
You
tell you
have?
the good thing about swimming in Lake Victoria. The water is fresh.
You have?
Yeah, even if you drink it, you're pretty much good to go. And you don't have to go take a shower after.
Oh, yeah,
Because what you're
and,
doing
yeah.
pretty much is taking a shower in freshwater lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to take care of the stones. They're really sharp. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
the-
put on some good floppers that are going to help you swim because the stones are
the
really
stones,
sharp.
yeah.
Do you know what the people of Kisumu tell you when you get a cut by the lake?
What did they say?
They tell you the lake is welcoming you because everybody has to get a cut. If you try to swim in Kisumu,
I will try and
Lake Victoria- yeah.
swim, and then I won't get a cut. We see.
I know it's impossible. Then you don't know how to swim then properly.
I'm a good swimmer.
Yeah, people know how to swim, get cuts.
I'm a good
Yes,
swimmer.
yeah. See, I'm getting told
No.
kuogelea si kuingisha miguu kwa maji ni kuingia ndani na kuzama ndani. Yeah.
Najua kuogelea. I'm really good at it.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right, that's fine. I'm not going to question. All right, let's just look at what guys are saying on social media. when it comes to
Komarok
this
road
sports.
traffic flowing well to Kariobangi roundabout. Mombasa road is excellent, slow but moving. No incidents. so
Actually, we've seen that this morning, isn't it?
Yes.
But who knows? 3 minutes can create something.
It can.
I mean,
Traffic along Juja Road moving, build up. Hali iko poa heading to Mount Kenya Hospital through Ring Road. Where's Mount Kenya Hospital?
Oh my God, you don't know where Mount Kenya Hospital is?
No, I just know the university.
Well, all right, that's fine.
I'm
But you
sure
know where
you don't
Ring Road is, isn't it?
I'm not sure. No, Ring Road. Ring Road.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
No,
it sounds
don't think. You don't know where it is.
Tell me. I feel like you also don't know.
I know where it is.
Tell me.
No, I'm going to tell you because if I tell you, then I'm giving you.
You also don't know.
I know where Ring Road is.
Let's continue.
Steph, I know where it is. No, I know. No, I'm just surprised. It's like asking me what's my second name. Why would I tell you where my second name is?
We're moving forward.
Oh, moving forward.
We're moving forward.
Yeah, with you not knowing.
So there was an
Yes.
accident in Maimahiu escarpment involving a petroleum trailer. We've been stuck here from 7 p.m. till dawn of Thursday. Wow. We're still there. No hopes of moving. Avoid the route if possible.
It's true. Let me tell you, I use that route when I'm going home, and I go home every time. Somebody, when was the last time you went home?
Just the other day.
No, that's a lie. Stop saying just the other day. That must have been last year. Oh my God, am I true?
Just continue the story.
All right. Yeah, those are two shocks this morning. I'm just going to react to them. The first one was Ring Road, and then because if you know where it is, you're going to really look at yourself like, yes. And that one now, let me tell you
No, I
something.
know it is.
Yeah. No, this one, I know where it is.
No, Ring Road or Ring Road.
No, I know where
I also know
is.
Maimahiu where
Of
it
course,
is.
Of course, I know you were there the other day. But here's the thing. And then the next day okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Along Maimahiu, if something happens, and there's so many trailers, because that route is one way. I think you know the way it is.
It is
so
one way.
and every single time, because there's a huge hill there, and that these trucks that carry heavy loads, they have to fail from time to time. So here's the thing: if one crosses the road, there is a traffic buildup from both sides, which means that where that crane is going to come from and move it, you have to first clear the traffic that is there for it to pass and get to this trailer so that now the other side can start moving. And in most instances, you can have a stretch of more than 5 kilometers traffic. And for you to get it cleared, it can actually take you 2 days. So that guy, I feel you. So when that happens, we use the Kericho route, Nakuru, and then go back home. Yeah, but it's beautiful though. Yeah, there's another route that you're supposed to use, but there's so many thieves there.
Oh.
Yeah. They constructed it. You know when the escarpments happen on the road and then they cut the road, so they made another route. But if you dare go there, you find people just waiting for you. They can steal everything from your car, plus the tires. Sometimes even you, they can steal you if you don't have so much in your car. So people don't use that. So they go all the way to Nakuru and then But now when that happens, you have to start reversing. All of you have to start reversing. And that is a bit tricky as well.
It is a bit
tricky.
Know? Very tricky.
Not so good.
Not so
yes. All right. I think, can we have one more, then we cross over?
Okay. I boarded a bus from Mombasa to Nairobi at 10 p.m. We've been stuck in traffic at Savo since 2 a.m. We're not moving at all.
This is ridiculous.
It is.
Talk to me about...
imagine having a long journey and then you stuck in traffic.
Yes. Not so good, isn't it? All right. That is Stephanie Waswa. This morning, we've told you exactly how Kisumu looks. Kisumu, you're good. You can still sleep. No, wake up. Fish are running away from the water. All right. What we're going to do is take a short break. Once we come back, we shall be going all the way to your markets and look at how your products are retailing this morning. Business AM live on Metropole YouTube's account and hashtag Business AM at Metropole TVKE. Let's get talking.